everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hangout with ST. She's Alyssa.
And he's Hairianto, and Hangout with ST is a weekly show where we bring you top stories of the week.
And that is local to everything
So
that's
bad,
happening
why you laughing at
around
that?
the world. I don't know why there was a pause.
You're very bad.
Why am I very
I thought you
bad?
laughing at me.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was
thought you
caught.
were.
No, as in I was caught unawares. I was caught like not unaware, as in I was caught not ready as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But we are down to episode 71.
That's awesome. And as always, we are live. We're coming to you live on the Straits Times newsroom. So do leave a comment and we'll read it later during the show.
Exactly.
No, it's just that there's so much words I can hear in my ear and it's throwing me off. Yeah, because we wear in-ears.
Shut it out. You guys just like, focus,
right?
yeah.
Focus.
And every week we say, we're episode this, episode that. It's just kind of like to remind us lah.
Yeah, and we just want to kind of change things up and just make a huge boo-boo because every week we do it so well, right? We do the intro so well. So,
But we want to do a shout out. Okay, so you see, the thing is, we always give a shout out to our Facebook viewers.
Yes, we do.
But of course, we do know that there are people who are watching on YouTube as well. So people on YouTube, leave your comments and please, say hi and partake in the conversation as well.
And also, if you want to be notified whenever we go live, subscribe to the Straits Times YouTube page and then click that bell button so you'll be notified.
Exactly. And we also have our own Instagram and then our own email as well. If you want to get in touch with us. I have been chatting with Alex Lee.
I'm surprised. Usually I kind of stop after 1 or 2 emails, but you keep going.
No, but because Alex has been emailing us,
He's been very nice.
Yeah, he's been very nice about it. Yeah, exactly. So he's been supporting us, and a lot of you also, our new fans and our old fans as well who have been following us. Thank you so much for all the love and support you've been showing us all this while. Oh no, I just swallowed my sweet.
Oh God! Oh dear! I just feel like what's happening to us?
Okay, so this week it's a very special week this week, right? Because first of course we're going to discuss something that has to do with privacy, and a new law that's going to be kicked in,
which is the inward-facing cameras and the issue of privacy in your private hire cars and taxis.
Yeah, paying specific attention to the fact that audio recordings will now be allowed. Right?
And then also we'll be talking about keeping fit regardless of whatever it is you're going through, especially people with special needs.
Exactly. And then we'll end things off with Facebook Faceoff. Hiya!
We should be winning.
Yes, exactly.
4 weeks.
4 weeks now.
In a row.
So 2 more weeks to topple you from your world record. Yeah?
I'll let you win.
Okay.
Okay? I'll let you win.
Let's see what people are saying.
Okay, we'll say hi.
A lot of people are saying hello today.
Are we live already?
Samuel Chua says hello. Hi, Samuel.
Hi, hello, I'll say.
Ruby as well. Matria Lim.
Everyone.
Y Cheng Pong. Liliawati. And then we have Philip. Wow, from Toa Payoh East. That's very near us. Folio. With my mom saying hello. Anthony. And of course, we have Mark who's saying hi from Toa Payoh as well. And then we have Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa, who is you? And Kathleen says hello as well. So, just make sure that you leave your comments, join us in our conversation, and certainly let all your friends and family members know that we are online. So, Alyssa, how often do you take Grab or private hire cars?
Every day.
Every
day. I know, I take it every day. And it's not just me, because so many of us depend on Grabs, because we really know that there's so many of the cars now on the road, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just me.
So it's just yet another public transport for you, right?
Yeah,
it's not like a public transport.
Like bus or train.
Like bus or train, exactly. So this is something that you need to know.
Okay.
It's very serious because you can be or you will be filmed legally and even more than that.
Why?
Okay, so a year after taxis and private hire cars were allowed to have inward-facing video cameras, the Land Transport Authority said on Tuesday that these cameras are also allowed to make audio recordings.
Hey, carpool karaoke! It's your favorite show. Okay, so a poll found that 90% of respondents were in favor of such recordings, according to LTA, and they also said that the audio makes the recordings more effective in supporting investigations.
Yeah, and the new ruling will kick in quite quickly actually on July 15.
In 11 days?
Yeah. Now, of course, permission must be obtained from LTA to install these devices. Right now, only 3 companies are authorized to install these cameras for these purposes. Not just anyone can install these cams.
And you're not allowed to be using your mobile phone to record videos and audio.
Yeah, so no other mobile devices.
Yep.
If you do get caught, film with these illegal devices, then you can get into trouble.
Charges,
Yeah.
You might face fines or
Exactly,
something.
exactly. Now, of course, the issue of inward-facing camera goes back several years. In 2013, ComfortDelGro installed such cameras to tackle fare evasion, deter assaults on cabbies, and to help resolve disputes.
And there were about 230 taxi fare evasion cases in 2017, but it's out of millions of cases.
To be specific, 287 million. That's only how many percent, right?
Yeah,
to
so
be
they can
honest?
just let it go, right?
Exactly.
How much money would that be?
Right? But they had to dismantle soon after because of a public outcry over loss of privacy. Now, some have said if the cameras are only for tackling fare evasion and is an overkill. Now, this is an expression that was given by urban transport expert Park Byung-hoon.
So to our viewers watching at home, we want to know, do you agree with this transport expert? Do you think it's an overkill? Are you in favor with having, cameras?
Yeah, are you comfortable,
being recorded
right? Being filmed
the
in
car.
cabs and private hire cars? Let us know, right? The Personal Data Protection Commission said people who do not want to be recorded can choose to not use the transport service which has these devices. But the thing is...
Okay, very easy to say that, but I mean, think about it. Then you have to replace it with another mode of transport.
Exactly.
It's easier said than done, I feel.
I mean, it's limited already, right? The kind of transport that we have. I mean, we're not like Hong Kong. Hong Kong has a lot of transportation. They have the buses, they have the ding-ding, they have the trains, the trams.
So what's the ding-ding?
You don't know what's a ding-ding?
No.
So this ding-ding is like this tall bus.
Yeah.
And and it's double-decker.
Electrical and it
Hong Kong tram.
Hong Kong tram lah,
And it's
ding-ding.
No, it's called ding-ding simply because of the buzzer that it makes
So
when you want to
it's legit to say, I'm going to use the ding-ding to get to work.
Yeah, it's legit. Yeah, ding-ding.
I just feel very tickled.
And they have a mini bus as well. So they have different transport actually.
Oh wow, so many options.
Exactly, and bicycle is one of them as well. Not that they're cycling, but my point is that,
Wow, your legs are also a pair of transport.
Exactly right.
Okay, anyway, digressing.
Yeah, that right. Only authorized personnel in relevant government agencies and LTA, authorized data controllers are allowed access to the recordings to support any investigation. So it seems like not anybody can view or circulate these recordings.
Okay, hopefully that's the case because we're discussing this, right?
Yeah.
What's stopping the driver from not removing the SD card?
Exactly.
Unless the SD card is locked.
Exactly, right? And of course, if let's say the driver gets into an accident and needs to retrieve these recordings, so can he gain access for his own accidents?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so all these details, I think they have to iron
Or are they
it
going to have
out.
2 different cameras?
Or 3 or 5, where will it be?
Right.
You never know, you never know.
Exactly, but whatever it is, of course, there are pros and cons to this, right? Pros, I mean, hey, we remember the Gojek saga.
Yes, is it because I'm Chinese?
Exactly, you can say it because, you're of the same group as well.
You can't because you're Dutch.
Correct. You see, but that's that, right? The driver, the passenger claimed that the driver had wanted to kidnap her.
And unfortunately, even though he had a video recording of her, of the whole thing that was happening, it was actually not legal because he was using his personal mobile phone without her permission.
Exactly, right? So in this instance, then maybe the inward-facing camera thing
It would have
with
helped,
the audio
right?
recorder would have helped.
Yeah,
Right? Exactly. Of course, there are the cons. I guess this is at least to the parties involved, lah.
Okay. Okay. So this one is the Hong Kong singer Andy Hui. He was caught cheating on his wife, with another woman. But I don't think it's a con over here.
Okay.
It's just that maybe he shouldn't have been cheating on the wife in the first place.
Okay.
Not trying to make a judgment call, but
okay. But you see, the con is because it is a private matter that became a public matter.
Okay. So should I feel bad for him that he got caught? I think this one is a bit grave on me.
It's to the parties involved, like I said. To the parties involved, right? But then again, all this certainly, there's some questions to think about. One, of course, how long can the drivers keep these footages? Can they keep forever and ever and ever and ever?
I hope not.
Right?
And what about our private conversations in the car? So I think this is legit. I've spoken about very private issues with friends in a
Yep.
car.
Yep.
Yes, I know maybe the driver is listening, but
Yeah.
to me it's like, oh, what are the odds that he'll remember? I mean, I could
Exactly.
be just one of his 1 million customers.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you
not
know, the-
recorded and it's not, as it were, fossilized.
Yeah.
Like that if it's captured on recording, right?
yeah.
And then, of course, really, you know, if let's say it's about tax evasion, at the end, I mean, sorry, fare evasion,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I mean, people can just circumvent, right? This is people they can circumvent by
Hide behind the
hide behind the
seat,
seats,
yeah, wear a
and all that,
mask.
wear a mask and all.
Yeah.
And there's also the cost, right? Added cost to put all this camera. Now, so yesterday we had an episode of The Big Story where our senior transport correspondent, Chris Tan, actually gave a very good answer, because a lot of people are saying that, hey, isn't it like CCTV, right? You know, what is the difference? Aren't they the same? So this is what Chris had to say.
For CCTVs in public places, you are in an open space and you don't linger, right? Your image is going to be captured in a very fleeting manner, unless you loiter, right? And on buses and trains, you have the anonymity of a crowd.
Right.
But in a cab, you are the only person most of the time.
Yeah.
So that feeling of a camera recording every movement of yours, every noise that you make, I think is a bit discomforting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit unnerving. Because all these things cost money, right? Eventually the cost will filter down. Who's going to bear the cost?
Yeah.
And they're not going to be cheap. If you want a camera system that captures every angle of a cab or car, it'll have to be, you know, maybe 2 or 3.
Right. One camera's not going to cut.
Yeah, because if I'm up to mischief, I can sit behind the driver, and I'll be hidden,
You'll be out of shot.
right? I could wear dark glasses, and face masks,
Mask.
as a lot of people do nowadays.
Okay, so there you go. That was
yeah.
Chris Tan, our senior transport correspondent.
So he brought up really good points, right? But at the end of the day, you know, in the privacy of a cab, you want to be able to behave freely within reason, of course, right? If let's say you want to put your makeup on.
Or if you want to sing at the top of your lungs,
Yeah.
right? If you want to couple
Remember,
karaoke.
behave within reason. I don't know whether you want to be singing at the top of your lungs. But, you know, things like that, right? Or just have a private conversation with your partner or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Again, of course, you know, the whole issue is that, then what about, you know, the taxi driver? The driver is also there. But again, you know, it is not the same as if you were being scrutinized, as it were, by a camera that's going to capture it and, as it were, you know, fossilize it.
Fossilize it, yep. So think twice before you get into a cab or in your Grab and keep moving forward.
Let me ask you, are you comfortable with it?
I don't mind. I don't think I will do anything weird, even
Okay.
though I am not entirely comfortable.
You,
that I
you mean
will,
you won't do a couple karaoke lah?
I won't now. You said within reason, right? I'm very confused now. What are you trying to get me to?
Okay.
So I won't do anything weird, even though I'm going to be filmed and
Yeah.
yes, with audio.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with that, but I think knowing that this is for the greater good and for
Yeah.
the overall safety of everybody involved, then okay.
Right.
Okay. I mean, like,
okay.
I'm quite spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared to give up my private hire car transport. And then, you know.
I mean, I don't know, man. To me, I feel like really security of people. I mean, Singapore is quite safe, right? Okay, fine. Then again, like the slogan says, low crime doesn't mean no crime,
Exactly.
right? So we're just being careful. I don't know whether is it we're just being too careful, you know, to the point where then we may compromise on our privacy.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
See what people have to say.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have quite a lot of you guys commenting. You guys are very funny, actually.
I like it, yeah.
Very funny. Okay,
Okay,
so
we have Madeline Tan says, I'm okay with being firm. It's protection both ways and I don't do strange things in cars. I just hope don't look too fat. Yeah, I know.
Same, Madeline, same. I agree with you.
Okay.
Neil Pauline says, oh dear, I cannot anyhow dig my nose in the back seat anymore.
Exactly. Anthony To says, wear a mask if you don't want to be filmed. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Samuel Wong says, well, if trams are called ding ding, bicycles should be called kring kring.
Oh, okay. So there is
Funny.
a reply to Pauline. Anthony says, you could, that means dig your nose, unless you eat it.
Yeah.
And then Pauline
so
replies
silly.
back, yikes, that will be recorded too.
Yeah, you
Samuel
guys are
Chua has a
funny.
good response here. He says, put security seal at the SD card slot, tamper-proof, to show that, you know, only authorized people can have access to it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that could
right?
work. That could work.
Yeah. Let's see. Anthony Doe continued to say it's not advisable to take private call as well. Or as in like...
That's the thing, right? Yeah, because
take private
sometimes
call.
you do take.
Yeah. Okay, Simon Wong put up a good comment here. He says, I pay more to be safe in a more private space. Hence, I take cabs. Why take that privilege away? That
Okay,
private
so
space.
I guess he's speaking from a passenger point of view. But in these cases, actually, it can be quite dangerous for the drivers themselves.
Yep.
Right? So for both sides.
For both sides. So I mean, again, like we said, you know, like the Gojek saga, you know, these inward-facing cameras could potentially help them.
Yeah, so that's what Flor Leo says. In case of arguments between driver and passenger, I guess these filming would help for evidence. Yeah?
Exactly. Continue to just let us know. Are you comfortable in being filmed in private hire cars, in taxis? You know, if you are, you feel like, you know, okay, I can let this slide, you know, because I am a well-behaved citizen, I don't sing, I don't dig my nose and all that, you know, and at the end of the day, it's just really a transportation to get from one place to another, which is a lot more comfortable than public transport. Then, if let's say you say no, tell us why as well. All right. Okay, moving along.
Right.
Exercising and keeping fit is for everyone regardless of ability. Now, with this objective in mind, Runninghour, which is a club, was formed by a group of fitness enthusiasts. Now, they are a running club for special needs runners.
It is founded by Mr. John Sito and his wife, Ms. Chan Jan Siang, in April 2009. And it has grown to become a cooperative which continues to hold weekly training sessions for members of the PWSN community. And what does that mean?
Basically, persons with special needs. Now, this year, Runninghour's annual event, Run for Inclusion 2019, returns for the 5th consecutive year on 27 July, which is the end of this month, on Saturday, at Punggol Safra, and aims to welcome more special needs participants than ever, topping last year's event, which welcomed 571 special needs runners.
So to tell us more about Runninghour and the upcoming Run for Inclusion 2019 event, we do have the co-founder and members from Runninghour on the show.
That's right. So with that, welcome. We have John right here.
Right.
We have Chun Lan, and Chun Lan is a parent of a Runninghour member. And we have Zaimun, who is a member of Runninghour and also an ex-national runner, I heard.
Yes.
Wow,
Would you guys
amazing.
like to say hi to anybody?
Hi.
Hi.
They're a little shy.
Yeah.
You know, for those of you who are watching us at home right now, if you want to give a shout out to our guests as well, you may. You know, if you have any questions at all with regard to Runninghour along the way, just, you know, write in the comment section as well.
Yeah, and then we'll ask them on your behalf. So maybe we'll start with John. Maybe you want to introduce yourself to our viewers. A quick introduction, maybe.
Okay, I'm John. I'm a special education educator. Right. We started Runninghour with my wife. That's about 10 years ago. We both like running, and we find that there is a lack of platform for young people, especially with intellectual disability and autism, to participate in mainstream events. So we started this interest group, and less than 10 of us, and we started to run casually, and occasionally participate in public races.
And Chun Lan, maybe you want to share a bit more about yourself to our viewers.
I'm a mother of 3 kids. Yeah, I have 2 girls. One is 23, 19, and my youngest a boy. He's 13, and he has autism.
Right. Okay. What about Zaimun, yourself?
Yes.
Would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay, I'm Zaimun. I was an ex-national runner. And after running for certain years, and that bring me to Runninghour.
Okay. Maybe we'll start with Zaimun. Zaimun, you are a member of Runninghour,
Yes.
right? And of course, you know, you found the club which supports yourself, you know, persons with special needs. Maybe if you could share with us your story.
Okay, at first I was a national runner, and I've been running for many years. So after running for a while, I find that, you know, time that I have to stop running. But that didn't stop me after I heard of Runninghour. And a visually handicapped friend who introduced me to Runninghour.
And we understand that earlier on also you were telling us 5 years ago you were diagnosed with glaucoma, is that right?
Yes, I was diagnosed with glaucoma, and that worries me that I can't do any activities anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And consult my doctor, and my doctor says, you still can go on, but be careful.
And since then, you've been with Running Hour?
Yes, since 2013 until now.
Oh, wow.
And how is the experience like? Like, do you have any like hesitation or apprehension, or you've heard many good things about Running Hour before you joined?
I heard about it, and I asked my friend, how does it go? He says, you just come for one Saturday and try out.
Yeah.
So I find that, oh, interesting. We are running with buddy, and we can actually chat at the same time we run. And that will not make us feel very bored.
Right, right. And you know, Chunlan, for you, you are a mother
Yes.
of a Running Hour member. You know, how has that panned out for you? You know, because were you worried at first? You know that because you have a son who has special needs. You know, how has Running Hour kind of helped him?
Oh, I think it helped him a lot. Not only him, and then the whole family as well. I think because he didn't quite like exercises, and then he's at home, he's homeschooled, and practically he doesn't have any PE classes. So when one of the parents, one of my close friends asked me, hey, her daughter also is autistic, and she also joined Running Hours, and so she asked me, you want to come and take a look? It's really cool, nice. So why not? Just go and try it out. And I tried it for 1 or 2 times, and I think I really like it because they have a guide who will run alongside with him, and will like encourage him. And the other part is that we are running as a group. So I think when there's a group spirit, right? I think
there's that sense of community, right?
Yes,
And
that's right.
belonging,
Do you run as a guide with Running Hour?
I don't.
Okay.
I just stay and wait for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe, John, you could share with our viewers, for those who are not that familiar with Running Hour, maybe you can share when you guys have your running sessions and the groups that you have.
Well, we run twice a week, one on a Thursday. Actually, tonight some of them are running at the Sports Hub area, right to the barrage and back. And we also run on Saturday. Saturday, we run at all different places in Singapore. That's one way to actually expose our runner to different possible running places. And because, our members are all over Singapore as well. So we run with different groups of people, people with different disability. We call them people with special needs. So we have runners who are intellectually challenged, who have autism, who may have physical challenge as well. Some of them are wheelchair users, and also visually challenged runner like Zaimun.
Okay, so earlier you said that the reason why you started Running Hour is because you want to be more inclusive. Maybe you want to talk about this part, maybe about the inclusivity or the lack of inclusiveness for them in our mainstream society.
But I guess in a lot of public arena, there are not many people who are familiar with people with special needs, especially people with intellectual disability and autism, right? Because they somewhat behave differently from us in some ways, so they may be cautious and apprehensive. So Running Hour hope to bridge the gap by promoting running, by getting our members to join public events. And sometimes is that you don't know that this group of people actually exists unless you see them in action, right? So that's one of our purpose. And we do hope in our coming race, which is this month, right? That more people will join us, people from the public will join us to come support and run alongside with people with special needs.
And the club has been growing, right? You said like on Saturday you can get up to 80 people, 80 runners?
On a weeknight we get about 50 people to 70 people sometime. And on the weekend we get about 100 people almost sometime.
And you all wear this fluorescent green shirt, right? So they're easily spotted. So maybe some of you would have seen them running from Marina Barrage or Sports Hub maybe.
And Zaimun, so are you going to be joining in the run end of this month?
Yes, I'll be joining in run. I'm doing the 5K run.
Oh, wow. So we have a question here by GM Wong that asks, any able or persons with special needs can join the club? Yeah, is
They can,
anyone?
right?
Is it open to anyone?
Yes.
How can they go about, to volunteer for both guides, as a guide, or a person with special needs?
As long as the person especially can benefit from our activity, there's no reason why they can't join us.
Yeah.
And for ordinary people, I won't use the word normal, I like to use the word ordinary people. We're just one in the 8 billions, right? They can join us as running guides. We provide training for them to be guides to run alongside people with special needs, to provide a support, especially for visually challenged. You become their eyes. And for maybe people like E-Ray who has got autism, you are there to support them in terms of helping them to maneuver in the public spaces and their safety, and also to mentor them in terms of their running styles and running stamina and so on.
It's quite interesting. Early on also you mentioned to us that the running guides, as part of their training, they are blindfolded as well.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Okay, for the induction training, the guides are blindfolded to experience what is it like to be without your sight. It's a pretty scary experience to be running without your sight. And this is one way to allow them to empathize how the visually challenged runner feel. And also actually to remind us of our responsibility when we are guiding. So we are going to have a certificate course in guiding. And in order to pass that course, you need to run 5 kilometers blindfolded.
Now, for those who are a bit frightened about not having the stamina for running, don't worry, they also have groups where they just walk, right?
That's right. Normally we have 4 groups.
Yep.
Alyssa is basically speaking for herself.
I'm thinking for myself, so I can probably join the walking group.
Yeah.
It's something everybody can do. You can start walking. Whether you want to gradually progress on to running is really up to you. I mean, walking is perfectly fine. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not. But just a question again for you, as a mom as well, and you mentioned that it has definitely benefited your son and also the family in general. Do you see a lot of families also coming on board? Like yourself, mothers with children. Joining
there's a
Running
lot.
Hour,
Yeah, it's quite a big percentage of them with their family coming along. Yeah.
And from there, you build a community as well, right?
Yes.
Because it's like a shared experience, and everyone goes through it, and it becomes a mainstream activity.
Yeah, of course, and there I think you meet up with all different walks of people from different walks of life, right? And then you kind of interact with them. So I think it's a very good platform for E-Ray. For him to hey, I can see different kind of even people like visually challenged. And he might not have a chance to really have that close contact with them, interact with them, but now he can. And he was feel very actually inspired. But hey, they can do it. Right, like Zaimun, he's running. And I think why can't he, even though he may have his own challenges? I think definitely have.
Well, again, thank you for coming on to our show. So, John, if you can share with the viewers at home, because a lot of them are asking now, how can they join? Where can they check out? Is there a website? Is there a Facebook that people can be updated of all the events that are happening, especially the one that's happening at the end of the month, 27 July?
We still have about 100 slots left. You can Google us, runninghour.com.
Okay.
And the registration platform is still open. So if you are free on that Saturday, which is 27th of July, do come down and support us, run alongside with people with special needs, and you will give them the encouragement.
All right.
Now, before we move on to our last segment, maybe you could share with us the ultimate goal or maybe your dream for Running Hour.
Well, we don't intend to grow big, although we have about 500 members. What we hope is to promote the concept of supporting people with special needs. So the goal of Running Hour is to one day we do not need Running Hour anymore, because special needs people can go to the community, can go to any running club and any public arena and get supported.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you, everybody, for coming on and sharing about
for coming on to the show. Now, we just want you to stick around for our last segment, which is Facebook Faceoff.
Hey! I love it. I
Okay,
love
there
it.
we
I
go.
love
Okay,
the
so basically
soundtrack.
Facebook Face Off. Of course, we have our guests here with us. You are going to also participate in this little segment that we have. Okay, so basically what
They
happens
look very
is...
nervous. They're all looking down. What
What happens is Alyssa and I, we trawl through our Straits Times Facebook page for the dullest comments that people... I mean, people like to be funny on our Facebook page, right? So we pick the wittiest, the dullest comments, and then we pit against each other. And then we'll get people who are viewing us at home to basically vote who picks the funnier comment. So there are 3 rounds altogether, and we'll start with the first round. So for those of you who are watching us, if you think that Alyssa is funnier, you type in A.
If you think Hairianto is funnier, type in H.
Okay, Alyssa, you go.
I go first. Okay, so the story that I chose, right, is it's a forum letter, and it says it may be time for a Speak Proper English campaign. And we asked our viewers, do you think Singapore needs a Speak Proper English campaign? Why or why not? And Barry Smith says, no need lah. Okay. Okay.
It's
Got
okay, you
it.
don't have to feel obliged.
Yeah, don't
to
feel
laugh.
obliged to. Yeah, not
Okay,
to make me
mine.
feel good
Okay,
about myself.
my comment is basically, so last night there was a Facebook, Instagram outage. Suddenly, like, people couldn't access Facebook. I don't know whether you guys, I had a problem accessing my Instagram. Yeah, I couldn't load, and I'm like, oh no, what's happening? Is it my Wi-Fi? Is it my 3G, my 4G? You know, is it my app? I tried to switch on my phone, switch it off, and all that. I did everything, right? And then we have, so basically the headline says, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp suffer global outage, right? Agnes Wong says, I can't read the article. It's not Facebook, it's premium. Because of our premium news.
Biting the
they're
hand
very
that
tough,
feeds you. Got it? Okay, I see.
No, okay. On that note, why I chose this comment is because, guys, please get over the premium thing already.
Or maybe you can work at SPH, then you can get a free subscription.
Right? Okay, so if you think that Alyssa's comment is funny, you type in A.
If you think Hairianto is funnier, type in H.
Okay, second round, I go.
Yeah, you go.
So, this is about Cristiano Ronaldo. Is in Singapore, right? This Wednesday till Friday. And he is understood to be at our Tampines Hub yesterday. Okay, but of course, he did go to Tampines Hub yesterday. And then Muhammad Shamsul Aidil says, signing for Tampines Rovers.
Cool.
Very difficult crowd.
Yeah, they're very tough. They're so tough. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, you go.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
one, right? I chose. So cigarette packs from July 1st next year, they'll be sold in a standardized plain packaging. And how it'll look like is that I think about 70% they'll show like something very gross that you
Yeah.
get from smoking, right? Billy Ong says, "Hey uncle, throat cancer, red one pack please." Yes, I had like a little sticker. Yes.
Okay. So again, if you think that Alyssa's comment is funny, you type in A.
If you think Hairianto is funnier, type in H.
Okay, round 3. Alyssa, you go. Last round.
Okay, last round. Okay. So there is this man, he's a German man,
Wow,
and he's
this
actually
one
wanted.
cheats, yeah, this
He's
one.
wanted. But he got caught because there were viral photos of him selling barbecue chicken in Thailand. So he got caught. And Kev Ko says, 5.
Done. This is a copy. And we'll talk about it. Okay, so if you do not know, basically 555 is ha 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 in Thai. Yeah, that's why when you watch a lot of Thai
Yeah.
comments and all that, they put 555 because it's like ha 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 ha. And this is a comment that I did a few weeks back.
And it's something I learned and used.
And of course, we
So
use it
I'm
in our
using it in application. I'm
and we
applying
use it in our own private WhatsApp conversation as
Yes.
well. Whenever I want to laugh, I put 555. Okay,
Yes.
so my comment, last one. So, this is about the story on GrabFood delivery man caught on camera grabbing towel outside HDB flat. So at first it was GrabFood, and then after that there was a story about Grab shoes, right? And then this person now grabbed towel. Then Terence Lim says, in true local television drama plot twist, is the plot, suddenly there is a plot twist, he's actually a delivery man wearing a Grab shirt to throw people off his trail. I tried. Okay, if you
tried,
think that Alyssa is funnier, you type in A.
If you think Hairianto is funnier, type in H.
Okay, we'll let you guys take some time to put in your votes and all that. Let's read some comments, Alyssa. I think a lot of people...
Genuinely honest opinion, you don't find it funny. Don't feel shy. Like, yeah. Oh my god! They're so nervous. They won't even say
Oh,
whether
no.
they find
Okay,
it funny
why not
or
we give them a vote each?
a vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We'll start with John. John, Between A and H, who will you vote for?
Oh, I can't vote AH, right?
You can.
Yeah,
Choose one.
Diman.
Okay, all of them are funny, but I
very
think I'll
nice.
go with A.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks.
Okay, Chana, what about yourself?
A.
Oh, thanks. Yay! Can I get a triple A?
Oh, Simon?
Simon?
I think it's A.
Yay! Okay, but this doesn't mean I win. It's just that.
Yeah, okay, so just vote.
guess so.
A lot of people are, what do you call that, commenting, right, regarding
for you.
the, our first segment on the inward camera. So,
Oh, okay.
Julian says, I think we just have to know if we are with strangers, it's kind of the public. I'm okay with being filmed. I mean, like, we put our faces all over the internet anyway. Hashtag taxi selfie. But you see, you
That's the
put
thing.
willingly, right, onto your Facebook, on your Instagram. But this is not you being willing, right? You're recorded.
Yeah, it's a,
a
you know,
bit
if
different.
you want to take Grab, then you have to do this. kind of
Correct.
thing.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are saying go running hour, and in fact, Florlio says to John, John Sito, you did a good job of creating this running group. We'll look into your FB page. Wow.
Nice.
JM Wong says both hosts go and run. Don't always stuck on your chair.
Wow, this JM, wow, you're
JM
too
Wong,
much.
You're too
You're
much.
too much.
Okay,
Okay, so maybe.
producer,
we
in
get the
5,
winner.
4, 3, 2, 1. Who is the winner?
Oh, wow! Wow, okay, sorry. I refuse to believe that. Okay, was it a close fight? I just need to know. Was it a close fight? It was not a close fight. It wasn't. It's okay, it's okay.
Looks like okay, so we have to say our intern here,
Yeah.
Kiran, has been supporting me all this while.
He very gangster, you know, by the way. It's like, yeah,
Oh my
Hairianto
goodness.
won.
So okay, sorry. So this is the 5th week that I've won already.
It is, yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
okay. So this is what I
Okay.
always tell all our guests, right? Alyssa always likes to tell the guests that
No, Hairianto always likes to tell the guests that you've been saying
that
this like for
she
weeks
holds
straight.
the record for winning the most streaks. So it's 5 weeks. She holds the record, and I tell her that you're holding the record simply because we are the only show in the whole entire world that does this game. That's why she's holding the world record. But I am close. Now we are head to head.
Very soon you have bragging rights.
Next week when I win, I will dethrone you.
Okay, go for the last stretch. Give it
Yes.
your all.
I will give it my
I'll be
all.
waiting for you, okay? Waiting for you.
That is all we have for you this week with Hangout with ST. For more news and videos, do of course log on to our website at www.straitstimes.com.
We're also on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yep, and this is of course our Instagram and our email. So follow us on Instagram, slide in our DM, say hello to us, send us what? Goat gifs, is it? That's what
Yeah.
you
Oh,
said.
yeah. Because someone just emailed me, no context, just emailed me an animated GIF of a goat.
Because
With no
it's
message, no caption, so I have no
greatest
idea.
of all times. That's why goat, G-O-A-T.
Me.
Or just email us, right? Let us know, really what are your thoughts. Continue to keep the conversation going in the comment section below, whenever you're watching this video, even after the live has ended. But if you're a little shy, that's when you can slide into our email, just to give us your opinions on what you think of the topics that we've talked about today.
Hairianto will definitely follow up.
I will. I will. All right. Once again, thank you so much to our guests. We have John Chunlan as well as
you for having me.
Zaimun. And all the best with your event end of the month, 27 July, right? And that's happening at Punggol Safra, Run for Inclusion 2019. All right. So next week, same time, Thursday, 8 p.m. on Straits Times Facebook page. Once again, she is Alyssa.
And this is Hairianto.
Goodbye
and see you next week.